we have seen reactions can have different orders. If order is equal to 1, we call it as a first order reaction. Order is 2, second order reaction. Order is 0, it is a zero order reaction. Now let us see some examples for different order reactions. First we take up the first order reactions. Examples for first order reactions. One is thermal dissociation of hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide on heating dissociates to water and oxygen. Here only one molecule is taking part in the reaction. So the reaction is also an example for a unimolecular reaction. What will be the rate law for this reaction? It is a first order reaction. So R will be equal to K into H2O2. Power 1 we did not write. Another example is acid hydrolysis of ester. CH3, COO, CH3, this methyl acetate plus water in presence of HCl dissociates to give acetic acids and methyl alcohol. Here hydrochloric acid is acting as a catalyst and there are two reactants taking part in the reaction. So it is a bimolecular reaction. In this reaction, water is used in excess. So this concentration is not affecting the rate of reaction, and the rate of reaction will be simply depending on the concentration of ester. So this is also a first order reaction. Third one is dissociation of nitrogen pentoxide N2O5 on heating gives 2NO2 plus half O2. This also is a first order reaction and form an example also for a unimolecular reaction. Then we have dissociation of phosphorus pentachloride PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. This reaction also is unimolecular. Then ammonium nitrite NH4NO2 on heating gives N2 plus water. This also is a first order reaction as well as a unimolecular process. Then all radioactive reactions. Radioactivity is a nuclear reaction and all radioactive processes are examples for first order reaction. For example, radium having atomic number 88 and mass number 224 gives a alpha ray. This is an alpha ray. Then radon, atomic number 86 and mass number 222. So here this reaction is also a first order process. Then examples for second order reaction. Most common example is saponification of ester. Saponification means reaction with alkalis like sodium hydroxide. That reaction is called saponification. Methyl acetate CH3COOCH3 react with NaOH giving sodium acetate plus methyl alcohol. Here two molecules are taking part in the reaction. So it is a bimolecular process. And the rate depends on ethyl acetate molecule as well as sodium hydroxide. So order of the reaction is 2. Order is also equal to 2. In this connection, recollect the example that you have studied for first order, that is acid hydrolysis. That is, in presence of acid, the hydrolysis of order 1. In presence of base, hydrolysis is of order 2. So two reactions you are studying. One is acid hydrolysis of ester, which is a first order reaction. Second is the alkaline hydrolysis of ester, which is a second order reaction. Molecularity for both reactions are 2. Another example is the thermal dissociation of hydrogen iodide, 2Hi giving H2 plus I2. Then for zero order reaction, One is dissociation of ammonia on the surface of tungsten, molybdenum or platinum. 2NH3 dissociate to give N2 plus 3H2. Here the rate law will be R is equal to K into NH3 power 0. And since the reaction take place on the surface of metals, the surface will be first absorbing ammonia gas, and this ammonia gas undergo dissociation. And since the surface is saturated with ammonia, the reaction becomes independent on its concentration. So the reaction is of first order. Another is photochemical combination of hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen and chlorine combines to form HCl. This reaction takes place only in presence of light, and this again is independent of the concentration of hydrogen and chlorine, and is an example for a zero order reaction. Here again R will be equal to K into H2 power 0 into Cl2 power 0. Then another example is dissociation of hydrogen iodide on the surface of gold. 2Hi gives H2 plus I2 in presence of gold. This reaction also, if the reaction is done in the absence of gold, the reaction is of second order. On the surface of gold, or sometimes platinum is also used, the reaction becomes zero order.